Okay, so we left off here. Let's zoom out and see how things are looking. I hit Control 0. It's a little hard to see what's going on. So if you want to see how your polygons are coming along, you can come up here under View, down to Hide Grid. Okay, you can toggle that on and off as much as you would like. And let's take a look at how my base art kind of worked out. So this is how I finished off the image. Okay, once you have your base art, I would strongly recommend that you make a copy before moving on to the next step. You can make a copy of this art by clicking it and dragging down over the new page icon here. Okay, let's do that one more time. I'm going to Control Z. All right, I'm going to click on this layer. Notice it's locked. I'm going to drag this down, and now I've got two copies of that layer. Okay, so let's call this Combined. Okay, so we know what we have. I'm going to unlock this layer. You might want to lock the rest of these layers too, just so nothing happens. Alright, once I have that, if I wanted to select everything in this layer, I could hit Control A. Alright, Control Z. I can also click over here on this dot. That will also select everything. So here comes a fun part. Pathfinder tool we've been working with, we've used Unite. Okay, here we're going to use Divide. Okay, I'm going to click on this, and now instead of all those things being lines, they are now shapes. So let's take a look at what the next step will be. So we're done with the Pathfinder tool. I'm going to minimize that. Okay, we do not need everything selected right now. So I'm going to click out here with my selection tool so nothing is selected. Notice in here, if I click on the layer palette under this layer, it shows me what's inside here. So I have a group, and I can click on the group, and now it's going to show all the objects inside that group. So let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to hit Control plus. There we go. That should be good. I'm going to click on here, and you know what? This red isn't really making me happy. It's a little hard to see. So why don't we double click on the word Combined or whatever, click on that layer. Notice here we can change the colors. So the green is going to show up a whole lot better against the flesh tone. So let's do that one more time here so you can see that. I'm going to double click on the layer. Layer options comes up. Here under color, and go to green and say OK instead of cancel, right? Let's try that one more time. Green, OK. There we go. So now when that comes up, I can see exactly what I want. Remember the eyedropper tool? This is going to be fun. You're going to like this. So I'm going to click here. If you don't like the color, you can always hit Control Z. Maybe you want a redder lip. Okay. And then you're basically going to go down the list and sample all of these colors until you've got it all together. Okay. So let's take a look at how this worked out when I tried it for my example. So I'm going to collapse this menu by clicking on the down arrow. Okay. And let's turn off the visibility for those, and this is how my artwork turned out. Now, if you were not particularly happy with some of these shapes in here, you're the artist. You can go in and fine-tune those things. So let's say I wanted to change something here. I'm going to pull Combined Shapes down. Let's call this Edit. All right. I'm going to hold down the space and control bar, and I can zoom in. All right. And I believe that the Snap Grid is still on. So let's go up under View and turn Snap to Grid off. Okay. Now we're going to grab our pen tool. And I think I probably want a nice black for this. And now, looks like I've got Smart Guides is still on. Let's see how it works with Smart Guides. If this is too confusing, we'll turn this. Yeah, I think that's not going to work. So we'll go back and turn off Smart Guides for what I want to do. Now I'm going to click And you can overlap these shapes as much as you want. All right. And maybe I want to put a little detail in on his eye here. All right. So I'm going to hit escape. And now, if I zoom in a little bit here, I can see I didn't do a great job there. So what if I come in? Oh, look. Got a curve. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. So now let's zoom out. I think he has a little bit more presence there. So feel free to edit these things as you need, but this is just your base art. So check this out for the rest of class. Let's see where you guys go with this. Don't forget to turn it into the Google Classroom. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Have fun.